Now once we've done that, and if it's taken a week, excellent. If you still haven't quite got there after a week, that's fine, just go for another week. Every person's neural adaptation will vary, and it'll depend on their training status, how well that they've activated the muscle in the past. So work at your own pace and your own level to make sure that you can get there. Remember, if you're training to be a black belt and you're still in your Q grades, you've got anywhere from 5, 7, 10 years. So there's no rush. People want to rush. It's better to get there doing it properly than to rush and then have to go back. Now, once we've got that established, we're going to move to our next exercise. And this one is where we are actually going to need to use a resistance band. So I've got this resistance band. You can get TheraBand, which would be ideal if you know a physio, or you can buy other sorts of resistance bands. Remember, the lighter the colour, the less resistance. So you probably want to start at a light colour like a yellow or a green, rather than going, oh, I'm going to do a dark blue, purple or black, which provide far too much resistance. And this progression is we're going to start doing exercises that involves muscles in that area, doing their main thing, whilst we still maintain the activation of the glute med. And the first one's going to be a simple exercise called a band squat, hence the band. So we whack these on, place it around the knees, and we want to maintain our tension. Again, you could be in Haikadachi if you wish, or if you want to do a more open foot stand as what they would do when doing squats in a gym, that's fine. Either way, as long as we maintain the tension, we don't want the knees to come in where that tension's released. So here you get that exact signal back, feedback, if you're losing that tension. And we're just going to do some simple squats, just right down and up, while we keep the tension on those forcing our knees out. So that's keeping the gluteus medius activated while the gluteus maximus is doing this drive in our hip extension. And just like the other exercises, this week we'll do 15. We'll probably do 2 sets of it. Now once we've done those 2 sets, we're going to walk on to the next one, which is about lateral movement. Simply called, generally I'd call this a crab walk, so you can understand how we're walking. So we're going to leave it in that, on that knee position, and we're going to move that way, keeping the tension on. So we're releasing, then we're going to go back that way. And it's about just maintaining that position. So we're moving, we're doing different things, but we're training our brain and our neural pathways to keep active. And you do that half a dozen times in both directions. So when we get to this stage of the activity, we'd probably initially start with the activation drills and do 1 set of 15 both sides, 1 set of 15. Understand? And then we go on to doing 2 sets of those. Now there may be some muscle activation with those, so perhaps doing it every second day would be more beneficial to give you a day rest, especially if doing squats and that sort of thing is not something that you do a lot. Even with body weight, you may get some delayed onset of muscle soreness or DOMS, that after exercise pain that occurs the day after. So that would be stage 2.